A very good morning. Today is September 2nd, 2020. In this video, we'll be having a discussion of the Hindu editorial page analysis. The first article is regarding the Jammu and Kashmir issues and how the things have been resolved into the author's perspective and how the things should be changed. The second article is regarding during the pandemic situation how the education system and how the need to be reformed and how it is digitalized. The third article is regarding the data privacy and what had the committee given the reports and how it should be dealt. This is regarding the article discussion. Today we will be focusing upon these three articles. Before I begin, I welcome you all to Wi-Fi Study Karo. This is also my Instagram and Facebook page. If you like it or if you follow it, you will not miss any further updates. I am Prashant. Let's get started. This is a cartoon of the day which clearly shows that the accessibility to the digital India for the tribal students is like a heap or like a big mountain, and which is asking some of the reforms like a password to the wireless connection to the rural or tribal areas. The students who are in the tribal areas are not accessible, so it is clearly depicting that the wireless connection is far beyond the education system. So we can see that the person who here is the education minister who is asking the password, and the students we cannot see the wireless connection. It means that there is a barrier or hindrance of the accessibility to the tribal areas students because due to this pandemic situation the e-learning is elusive, and what government is saying that the digital India and e-learning is elusive for the tribal areas. This is what the picture depicts, the exact scenario of what's happening in the present world. The first article is regarding the Kashmir as still a long way to go. This article is penned down by Narayan, who is a former national security advisor and also a former West Bengal governor. So what had happened in the last year August, the parliament had removed article 370 and 35A of constitution from the statute books and effectively emancipating the special status to Jammu and Kashmir. We all know that very clear that in the recent past year the article 370 and 35 were removed, and Jammu and Kashmir, carving out the union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So steps to ensure is more closely integrated union. So what we have thought that due to this there could be an improvement, and also media have given a great hype that the removal of article 370 and 35A from the Jammu and Kashmir will bring the J&K into the Indian jurisdiction, and also there could be drastical and a lot of developments may arise due to this. The media had given such a development hypes, and also government has also promised that they could create more opportunities and also some of the concerns and growths and also goals. But what had happened in reality is even worsened. So steps would ensure a more closely integrated Indian Union. Pakistan predictably criticized this step because this could curb their what to call domicile rules. And also, while China had raised its voice observing the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir and voiding of Article 370 should not be seen as solely to India's internal matter. So this could not only affected or worsen the India's internal matter, but also it's like a jerk to the Pakistan and also China because of this Article 370. So the prospects were hurled out of vastly an enlarged economic is that job opportunities and also reduction in the level of terrorist violence and also closer integrations, which were the prospects that were promised because of this removal of Article 370 and 35A at that time. And the government, Indian government, has said that there might be enlarged economic and also job opportunities, and this could curtail the level of terrorist violences and activities, and also closer integration to the rest of the India. So they will be having an access to the rest of the India, and also because Delhi is a bit nearer to J&K, so that there might be a drastical development to be done at that point. But what had happened in reality is unrealized goals and concerns. These concerns which were dealt or which were told in the earlier have not yet fulfilled. So levels of violence even still emancipated or continue to remain high, broadly approximating to what have existed in the earlier periods. And also what had happened in the recent past is that many of the several political leaders have been imprisoned because they have restricted this move from the government. So incarceration means imprisonment of several senior political leaders for the several months under this various provisions of the law without any prior notice, so that even some of the politicians have become house arrest of this matter. And it is again the human right concern, because according to human right concern it should not be done this way, but they were house arrested. This is again the adverse move by the government of India. So again, the worst thing is that snapping out the high speed internet connections. So in this pandemic situation, we are all at home safely, but if we don't have access to the internet, it is like the thing which we don't have any access to the world. So this is what the worst move till now. There is a long way to go, what author founds in this article and pens very meaningfully, that this snapping of high speed internet connection is like the worst ever move, so that they will not have an access to many of the things like e-learning platforms and also some of the reforms by the government, and most of the things like education institutions are only in this pandemic situations are drastically improving through digital or open courseware. So these kind of resources cannot be accessed when there is no high speed internet. So the latest notification allows non-locals to apply for the domicile certificates. So again, domicile certificate means the one who belongs to the state should show his ability or should show his stats that he belongs to that. So this is also one of the reforms which worst it also implemented the worst effect on the public of Jammu and Kashmir. So the latest notification of a domicile certificate, it is the inability of local businesses to compete with goods from other side. It is also some of the import export regions. So it is also some of the special concern. So these are all the things which had happened in the recent past and now still happening in the Jammu and Kashmir. What author means to say is that there's still a long way to go in the Kashmir, so Delhi should be careful not to view immediate dividends as representing a new dawn. Much lies beyond this horizon. The next article is regarding the new idea of education, how due to this pandemic situation approximately 6 months have been halted. So there should be a need of a new idea in education. So what author means to say is that currently graduating classes are in a state of limbo. So how they need to revamp the situation, how they need to conduct the norm or bring the education into normalcy is another challenge because of this pandemic situation. So in the aftermath of this pandemic deep impact in India, author definitely focus upon some of the aspects like academics and also economics. So he brings this academic versus economics into one particular word called academics. So the economy which is regarding or which depends on the academic, the author compares is that the word which he calls as academics. So economics is a concept of whose time may have come for the self-financed institutions, thereby placing additional burden on the management which feels already stretched because of the existing commitments. So in this pandemic situation, the graduating classes are in a state of limbo, means in a state of confusion how to revamp or to bring the situation into normalcy. So due to this pandemic situation, there is again additional burden of online education system. So how it is burden? Because you need to create an IT sector, or you need to bring into the digitalized platform, you need to create an infrastructure and also website and also e-learning platform for different sectors. It is again a high burden to the already existing system, because we need to pay another heavy money to that system to be accustomed, and also there is exclusive training needed for all the eminent professors or the one who is delivering the classes, because they are not adaptable to that kind of situation. And this is also very new for every person who is teaching online, because they cannot see any person, so it kind of teaching to himself. So this is what the new ideas to be made, and also some of the reforms to be done by the education institutions. So due to this new idea and also new infrastructure to be developed, there will be an additional burden on the institution. So self-finance institutions, thereby placing an additional burden on the management, which feels already stressed because of the existing commitments. So already they need to pay fees, and also they need to enhance their ability, and also they need to give additional amount to the IT infrastructure or the website due to the e-learning and also digitalized equipment. So this is an additional cost to the financial institutions. So this is called academics, which is causing a heavy economy due to this pandemic, because there are some additional burden cost. And also private educations or bringing more or forcing the students heavy fees due to this charging, or kind of charging new fees due to this pandemic situation. They are charging new fees of e-learning platforms. So due to this there is a dual mode of learning, either offline and online. So in this situation, because of this dual mode of learning, the drastical improvement may be from the e-learning courses from the different sectors, and also there should be an IT infrastructure such that network bandwidth and servers could resource software licensing phases. So third, online teaching measure of new hiring of IT sector and increased cost to the engagements of massive open online courses, and also another online platforms. The fourth one is the teaching means setting up a multiple studios and educational technology centers, which translate into the investment into high technology. And the fifth one is the creation of virtual laboratories across all the domains of the studies or the economic examination centers. This would also bring the economic into heavy burden, which is called academics. The possible reforms to be done by the central and state government is to provide a soft loans to the students to stay with the educational courses. So for the professional and some of the online courses, as they could not back or save some of the hostel and mess and travel costs, at the same time students looking for the online instructions would be disinclined to pay the same fee charged for the in the recent past. So their incapability or to meet these costs should be in terms of loans to be provided by the center and state government. These are the possible reforms to be noted into bringing out the new idea for education. So this disruption can be chalked out with a new idea for education via e-learning processes, and also some of the possible reforms by providing state loans to the students to stay with the educational courses. This is what author means to say regarding the idea of education, which should be new. The final article is regarding the data and its common. So if everyone gets an access to the non-personal data, they can develop their digital businesses and other activities too. So what Gopal Krishna committee, which was set by the government on developing the governance framework for a non-personal data, recently put out a draft report for the public consultation. What report says that the main purpose is to ensure the wide sharing and availability data in the society. So there are also some of the pros and cons if the data is accessible to the private players. So what the author says that his views for this article is personal, but there are some points to be grasped or observed. So to ensure the companies share the required data, it is found that necessary to develop a strong conceptual and legal basis for the data sharing requirement and obligations. So in order to ensure that they have an access to the data, they should be in a proper legal basis. So this data requirement and also obligation, they need to develop a strong and conceptual legal basis, so that everyone who want to access the data, they should have some proper measures. So there should be a digital vertical integration. So very few corporations have vertically integrated all the digital components involved in delivery of any digital services, in the reason for becoming a much or such a high global monopoly. So most of the big companies, they don't have vertical integration, and they are mostly accessible to the data for everyone, because they are the big big corporations. So that is kind of a monopoly. If they want to share a data to another person, so another organization, it is morely accessible to the big organization, so it is kind of a monopoly. So there are two key infrastructural components of the digital economy, that is, first thing is data, and second one is cloud computing. So what Gopalakrishnan report just says that this article focuses upon just infrastructural element of data, so not the cloud computing. So what needed, however, is to treat the infrastructure as a common thing, and so that data is widely available for all the businesses too. The second aspect is the cloud computing, and there should be a proper authority, so called non-personal data authority, which should be envisaged and enable and also regulate all these data sharing activities to whoever it belongs, and also whoever wants to share. So this is what the India and also Gopalakrishnan committee, which was formed by the government, which says that there is a committee and regulatory authority to be envisaged to enable and regulate all the data sharing activities. This is regarding the data and also treating everyone as a common, and there is a non-personal data authority, which was said by the Gopalakrishnan committee. That's the end of article discussion. If you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe so that you will not miss any further updates. Thank you. Have a great day.